I actually wanted us to meet at the end of the class, but now that you have mentioned it, let me just bring what I did during the weekend. I've been able to do assignment one for the contact section one, and I've been able to do contact section two assignment. So let me just bring. There are certain things I just want to like. I want you to put me through just to double check. But I want to share my screen if you don't mind, please.
Okay, no problem.
Okay. So
Sorry, I'm coming. Just wait. You can just continue to share your screen. Good morning, Rita. Welcome to the Python beginners class once again. You were cut off from the last second contact session. So I don't know. You have not yet joined the Slack channel yet. Have you
Yeah,
joined?
I kept sending emails, but I didn't get any reply.
Just see, just drop your email, your phone number in the chat box so that I can tell Mr. Samuel so we can add you.
Where's the chat box, please?
The chat box is like on this meeting. You will see it like a message icon.
Okay. Ma?
But have you been able to enroll in the website?
The website. Yeah. Me, I
I
want
can't
go island.
I can't hear you. What did you say?
No.
Rita, can you come again? I didn't hear what you said.
I said I've enrolled on in the class, the website class.
Okay, so I'm sure you have done your first contact session assignments. You can
Yes.
also Okay, you can show us what you have done after Maureen has gone. Thank you. Okay, Maureen, you can go ahead.
okay. So yes, yes, please. I just want to believe that you can see my screen, please.
Yes, yes.
Okay. So basically, I want you to.
We'll do that after the class. Just show me what you have done and I'll comment on it if you still have any issues because we cannot like waste time.
Okay. Yes, please. Sorry, I don't want us to waste time either. Just few things I want you to help me. This is if you're seeing my screen just now, please. This is a contact section one assignment, and this is the assignment one. Okay, the assignment one says install uh, install Cycle Postgres package with pip. So here, but before I go into this, I was just struggling. I did install it using my prompt command prompt. All right, I installed it perfectly in my using this method it in my what would I call it in my VS Code. Okay. Now, coming, I installed it. Like this is my. I want you to see the command code here.
Okay, you can show it though because I'm not
I
seeing
think
the
my command code is not working right now. Okay. Please, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Please confirm you can hear me.
I can hear you. I can hear you.
You can hear me, right?
I can hear you. Just show me what you want to show me so that we can continue with today's class.
Okay. So, okay. So this is this. Okay. All right. All right. Just to double check, you can hear me. So I want to demonstrate what I did so that you can see
Don't need to demonstrate, just show me like a screenshot of what you did. That's all. So
it
I will
again
know.
so
I
you
meant
can
to
see
once
what I did. Using
Umore,
my
just
command
wait.
prompt.
I told you last class that you're meant to screenshot it, like
This
showing
is
that you have
the screenshot
successfully
of what I
installed
did.
it.
All right.
Oh yeah, just show me that so that we can continue. Rita, please, in the meantime, please get your own ready. So you just show me like, okay, that's successfully installed. That's all I need to see. Do you understand?
The to show
Package.
that it's running or the package.
Yeah, yeah,
From
just show me it is successfully installed.
Okay,
Good
just
morning.
the package.
up.
Yes.
So you can see that.
Okay.
Umaran, just show me the whatever you want to show me. This thing, no need to just show me that okay, it has been installed. Yeah. So good morning, Innocent. Welcome to the Python beginners class. You can speak or if you want to.
So what I did was I just this is Python just to double check Python. Type Python just to make sure I double check Python is installed. And what I did again, just to double check, um, Python is installed, okay? So Python 3.12 is installed. So and I say pip, um, uh, just to confirm. Basically, the Python is always, pip is always bundled, comes with Python once it's installed. So and I confirm my pip is also installed here. Um, so the next thing I did was just to install. It's
Okay.
still working. I think network is slow. The system is slow, but it's coming up. It's just booting. Okay, so it has come up now. So what I did was just again, still waiting. It has not finished. Okay, so it has given me the prompt to go in. So pip install.
Umaran, do you know Python was not even part of the assignment? This is not what you are like. This is not what I'm expecting from you. But if you are please, if we can, he has even gone offline. Innocent, do you want to talk? That you're raising up your hand. Rita, please go ahead. I don't think Innocent can hear me.
Okay, then I'll be sharing my screen now. Mm, please hold on now. Mm, um, Hello?
Yes, I can hear you.
Can you see it now?
Yes, I can see your screen.
Okay, to check if the package is installed. That is the package I use for this.
Your first, what I just told you to do, your first contact session assignment. When you install the
Yes.
package, you're meant to take a screenshot of it showing successfully installed, so you can be able to submit it. How do you want to like? How do you plan to submit it on like your website?
I dropped it already on the website.
Site, okay.
Yeah,
And then
I
you can
dropped the
just show
link
a
to it.
screenshot. And
Of
with the
okay,
link, you can just show it. You don't have to like run the code now.
okay. This is I dropped it on my GitHub, so I don't know how I'm going to show it now. The file is there already. The assignment is there.
This is for the first contact session I'm talking about.
Yes, ma'am.
You can open it on your GitHub. You're the one that uploaded it, so you can just open.
Okay. Sorry.
Are you? This is Are you sure you are in? This is Python intermediate though. I don't. It's not Python beginners.
Um, the link there's on my email. In my email, they send me the curriculum for Python beginners.
But this is not the assignment for the Python beginners.
Yeah, I'm also confused. They gave me the enrollment key for Python intermediate and the curriculum they
You
gave.
should have spoken now. You didn't even. Did you tell anyone? You should
I've
have
been sending
spoken.
emails to the
This is not the this thing. Ask them once again if you are meant to be in the Python beginners or intermediate. But
Okay, please, who
they-
can I ask? Because no one is
I
replying.
mean, let me share contacts. Sir Samuel coming. Sorry, just wait. Mm, mm. Okay. Don't worry. You can share your screen since it's not Python beginners. This thing class. I'll just put his number. Intermediate. Innocent, can you hear me now? Okay. I'm just going to continue since nobody successfully shot the assignment. It Let me just share my screen. I was saying welcome to the Python beginners class. You'd have said that you were hearing me before. Welcome to the Python's beginners class. This is our third contact session. I don't know if we have like a foundation knowledge on Python so that we could do a recap. But let me just do today's one then. We'll do a recap from the beginning, yeah, of what we have done. Yeah, so at the end of the class. Welcome back, Maureen.
So I don't know. I just joined back.
See, just since you are not getting what I want for the assignment, just chat. Don't worry, just stop sharing your screen so I can just continue the class. After the class, we can just have you chatted
So
Mr.
that time.
Samuel concerning your website? Please, I put his number on the screen so that you guys can chat him up. Yes. So I'm just going to continue. You can stop sharing your screen.
Okay.
Okay. Share my screen. Share. The assignment was sorry. Come on, let me just cancel. Can anyone see my screen? This is the assignment. Install the following packages. This MySQL. So it depends. However you do it, yeah, just it's just meant to show something like this. This is like a screenshot of what it's meant to show. I did this from my command prompt. You can do it in your terminal in your VS Code from your terminal in like any of the package, any of the IDs you are using, that VS Code, PyCharm, anyone. So this is just what you're meant to like show me. This is what I'm expecting from you guys. Just a screenshot saying this is already like certified or like installed already. So that's all. Yes. So let's just continue for today's class. Sorry. Yeah. So today's class will be about conditional, like it's also continuing on Python. So conditional statements. Can everyone see my screen? Please, you guys should respond. Can anyone see my screen? Just continue. Okay, what is conditional? Conditionals in Python uses if, elif, and else if, and also um else keywords to implement conditional statements. And indentation is crucial in Python to define blocks of code. From like the normal conditional like statement, they are used to like make decisions. I used to like help like narrow down the factors like affecting the decision so you can be able to like make a decision. Innocent, do you have anyone? I can't hear you if you are speaking. But let's just continue. Okay, so yes, so an example of that is if statement. If statement is a conditional statement that is used to execute a block of code only when a specific condition is met. Yeah, condition is a boolean expression such as, okay, that's not the example here, but evaluates to either true or false. In this instance, in this code, is asking us to input a number, enter a number. You can enter a number. So if the number is greater than zero, it's going to print that number is a positive number, and it's also going to print a statement outside the if statement. So I hope it runs. Uh, Let me just sorry. File. Okay. So if I copy this code, let me just show you. So once I enter the number, this is like a condition for the action below to be performed. So if that number is greater than zero, this is going to, the print is going to occur. But if the number is less than zero, it's not going to occur. So let me just run it. Sorry. Okay. Let's say for example, let me do the run. Yeah, now it's telling me to enter a number. Let me enter a number 9. Yes, so it printed 9 is a positive number and a statement outside if. Let me run it again.
Hello. Oh yes.
Good morning.
Oh yeah. So I see myself learning Python. I am a full stack web developer. I just finished my course. And I thought it was intermediate class that I'm entering. I now see myself learning Python. I'm over this now. I've learned Django, JavaScript, full stack. That is what I am.
Okay, please text the pro service team and inform them you're part of the Python's intermediate or wherever you belong. They're going to tell you.
Pro service team.
The people that sent you an email to join this class, pro service team on the Slack channel. I believe I've seen you too on the Slack channel.
Yeah, okay. All right.
Mm-hmm.
I,
So let me
I
just.
do.
Hmm?
I okay. Let me share it. You see, Elema, wait, there is this email they sent to me. They sent me an email for a Python intermediate class, but the link sent to me for me to visit the class is beginner class.
You can send an email back to them for them to send you the right link.
Okay. Yeah.
Thank you. You can mute yourself now so I can continue. Okay, sorry. Let's continue again. Like I was saying, if I do like now, if the number is less than zero, let's do like probably minus one. It's not going to the print action is not going to occur. So that's just basically it for the if statement. That's just how it works. Please, are you guys following? Rita and okay, I'll just continue. Then we have the else statement. So an if statement can have an optional else clause. The else statement executes if the condition in the if statement evaluates to false. Yeah, if the condition inside the if statement evaluates to true, the body of the if statement executes. And basically what it's just saying is that if the condition is this, like if the number is less than sorry, greater than zero, this is the action is going to this thing. So if that condition is true, is the action that is going to occur. Otherwise, if the if condition is false, is the else action that is going to occur. Let's try it out. No, sorry. Okay, so let's say for example, let's do nine. Sorry, let's do nine. Yeah. Yes, so this one is positive number. This one is outside like like I said indentation, like I explained in this place. If we read, yeah, sorry, let me just. It's crucial in Python to define code. So like there's this, if you like see like writing this code, if I put it like this, it's going to give me error because the print statement is not under like the if. Do you understand? So this one is outside this if and elif, so it's always going to print no matter what, even though the conditions are both false or are both true. This statement always executes. Yeah. So, but let's say for example, let me just run it again. If the statement is like if the input is minus one, then it's not a positive number. So that means the if condition was not true. So that means the else condition, the action under the else statement is going to occur instead. So that's just how it works for the if and elif. Please, if you have any question, you can just ask. Okay. So that's yes. So like if you have like multiple conditions that has to be met before you make a decision, that's when you use your elif. Like in this our number scenario, let's say you want it to print if the number, you can do like something like this. I'm coming. You can do elif number is sorry, when the number is less than zero, it should print, sorry, come on. Negative number. Yeah, so let's run it now. Minus one. So it's going to print negative number. So it's just like for you to have, like if you want to have multiple condition, that's when elif is used. You can also use else, even though you're using elif. You can use a lot of like elif or if. So like if condition one is not met, it's going to check if condition two is met, before it print out the else. And if you have multiple, it's going to like continue like that. Yeah, so that's just how if elif and else statement works. Yeah, so we also have nested if statement. Nested if statement is like, it's like having another if statement after a if statement. I'm just going to explain how that one looks. Let's say for example you want to like get a house and you have like a budget, let's say 500K. First of all, the house, you will like when you want to like enter there, you ask for the what's the price of the house. Let's say the house is like 400K. So first of all, that one already checks your first like requirement for it. So you will now like move on to the next one. Like, does it have all the necessary things the house should have, like kitchen, like bedroom, like this thing? So that's just how like nested if statements is like mostly used. So let's just see an example. For this one, number is equals to minus 5. First of all, it's checking the outer if statement. Is checking if the number is greater than or equals to 0. Yes. So first of all, if that condition is met, then it's going to go to the inner if statement. So it's going to check if the number is equals to 0, it should print the number is 0. Else, it should print the number is positive. That if the number is not 0, obviously it will be greater than 0, and that will be positive. So that I say else it should print it is positive. So that's like inside the first if statement. Then if the number doesn't even meet any of this first requirement, this condition, number is greater than or equals to 0, then it's going to print this else action here. The number is negative. Yeah. So that's what's going to happen in this case. If then since the number is equals to minus 5, so it's just going to print the number is negative. So that's just how to use like nested if statement. Yeah. So the next one is going to be about loops. Loops is just like making the action happen over and over again until a particular condition is met. Okay, let's say you should continue to go to school like every morning until like you finish like SS3 there. So that's just like it's going to just continue your core unless like you have reached SS3. That's when it's going to stop. If you don't put a condition that for it to when it should stop, it's going to just be, you're just going to be continue to go to school for like infinite number of times. So that's just how I can explain like the loop statement. So in this case, we're using the for loop. It is to in Python use a for loop to iterate over a sequence such as strings, dictionary. The for loop iterates over the element or sequence in order. In each iteration, the body of loop is executed. In this case, now let's see. Yes, in this one, language is equals to list. So this Swift, Python, and Go are the items in the list. So this for is just iterating over each item in the list. So for lang in languages, so it's going to, and you said the action is what, print lang. So it's going to go over the first one, which is Swift. It's going to now print Swift. It's going to go over the second one, which is Python. It's going to print Python. It's going to go over the Go, and it's going to print Go. So let's just, you can see like the results here: Swift, then Python, then Go. Yeah, so there is also possible that, let's say for example, you can say like if the when you get to like probably Swift, yes, like if lang is equals to Swift, do this particular option. If you want to like use it, it's also possible for you to like do it like that. You can iterate over a string also. Each item in the string is going to print. So for x in lang, it's going to print x. So you're going to print each Python. Yeah. So that one too is possible. It's also possible over like other ones like your dictionaries and all. So and you can also do it for numbers. I think let me just do the numbers one. Sorry. I think for I in is range is always used. Python starts counting from zero. So you can just do print I. Yeah. So if you run this, it's going to print 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Since Python starts going from zero, start counting from zero. You can see it's 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Yeah, so that's the way to do that. Yes. You can also use like any other one. Let's say, for example, let me just use one total equals zero. Then you can say total plus, yeah. Then can be like print like the total, print a sum in a particular like range. Let me just use another one. 1, 1, 0, 1. This one is going to print all the sum from 1 to 100. So it's going to start from 1 instead of starting from 0. It's starting from 1. So you can always like define like where you should start from 1, then where you should end from. Yes. So like Python starts counting from 0. So you already count it, but it's only one. Is going to start counting from its own 0, but it's one that is going to show. It's going to like skip the one. But Python is counting from 0. So that's why we have to add extra ones for it to like count to 100. But let's print it and see the total. Yeah, so this is the total from number 1 to 100. You can also like be like print sorry, sorry, just okay. Then it says what's going to print. So yeah, so it's going to print each one. See that it started counting from 1. Like it started showing the 1, but it's actually counting from 0. That's why it got to 100. So that's just how to use like your for loop. There are different other ways to like use it, but you can also like search research on how to use it. Okay, guys, see one example of also range from here to. So let's talking about like the break statement. We have the break and the continue statement. Break statements. Let's just read through. Okay. Terminates the loop immediately before the loop reaches all the items. This is used like when you want the loop to stop when it reaches one, like after iterating over each item. If you want it to, like, let's say for example, this for language in this ones, language equals to Swift, Python, Go, and this thing. So they said you're using the if statement. If this condition is met, if the lang is equals to Go, it should break. It will automatically stop the iteration, but it would have printed the Swift and Python before it. So that's just going to show how it's done. Yeah, so I'll do that. Okay. Yeah, you can see that I just did the Swift and the Python. Yeah, so that's just how it is. Then, so that's how break statement is used. Continue statement is if you like put continue here instead of break, it's just going to skip that go. It's not going to print the go, then it's going to go to the next iteration, which is the C plus plus. Let's just try it. So this is it. So you can see it just skipped from the it just went it printed Swift Python then skipped the go then went to like C or C plus plus. So that's just how break and continue statement is used in Python. Okay, yeah, you can also do that for other ones. Like it's not only lists you can do it for. You can do it for like your string and also your dictionaries. Yeah, so you can always search on how to do that in leisure time. So you can also do this nested for loops. Yeah, I'm just going to show how it is. I'll just copy this one. Okay, can someone just tell me how it's going to like execute like this particular one? Hello? Please, can anyone
Yeah,
hear?
you mean for for loop, right?
Yes, for this nested for loop, you can you explain how it's going to like execute?
For for loop, what it means is that this is you have electric car. That is for the attribute electric, fast for the cars, and for car in cars. It means it will now, when you're printing it will now display the ones, all the like Tesla, this and Mercedes
I'm
Benz
telling
and
you that
Mercedes. So it will
how
now
will
show
it
whatever contents in car.
how will it like print it out? That's what I'm
How
asking.
what?
How will it print it out?
How it will print out is it will print Tesla, uh, Porsche, and Mercedes.
No, no, don't worry. Okay, let me just explain how it is. You have like your two lists here. So it is iterating over the first one for attributes in attributes. So it will go over the first one, which is electric first. Then after it goes after in electric, it's going to go for car in cars. So it has to like complete this inner one. So it will be like electric, then Tesla, electric, then Porsche, then electric Mercedes. Then it will now go to it since it has not completed the attributes own, so it's going to go back to fast. So when it gets to fast again, it's going to print fast Tesla, fast Porsche, fast Mercedes. So let me just explain. So after each like electric one, after I complete one, it's going to print this. Then it's going to go back to the fast. Then this since this one is for this outer loop, but let me just print it. Yeah.
So
So
the
this
question
is
is
just
why is it printing? I mean, I understand the fact that it will print attributes before going in attribute and iterate on it. But my question is why when printing attribute, I was just thinking it's going to print what is contained in attribute like electric and fast. When it finishes that one, it now comes to cars and print Tesla, Porsche, and Mercedes.
no, because it's like a nested loop, so that's why it's occurring like that. And you can see this print statement. It said you should print it side by side. This print attributes,
Okay,
then comma car. You can see that. So it's going to print the attributes, then the car,
okay,
the first one. So that's just how it works in like a nested for loop.
okay.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
it will
So
print electric.
yes. So we also have another type of loop in Python, which is the while loop. We use while loop to repeat a block of code until a certain condition is met. The while loop evaluates the condition, which is a Boolean expression. If the condition is true, the body of the while loop is executed. The condition is evaluated again. This process continues until the condition is false. Once the condition evaluates to false, the condition evaluates, sorry, the loop terminates. What is just basically saying is that the while loops allows like you to go over like a particular action as far as a condition is met. So let's see for the example now. While number is equals to 1, while number is less than or equals to 3, print number. So as far as your number is 1, it's just going to continue to print number. So you now said number is equals to number plus 1. That means you should continue adding 1. Yes. So you know that first, let me just see, it's going to print 1 first, then it's going to add 1 plus 1 to that number. So that number will be what? 2. So it's going to come here again. Then it's going to print the number 2. Then after that, it's going to add 1 again, which is going to be 3. So it's going to print that number 3. So when he adds it to 4, he adds plus 1 to that 3 again. So that's going to be 4. And this condition will be false. It will not be true again because it's already like greater than 3. So that's when it's going to stop. But let me just show. Control C. Then come in. Then this. Control V. So let's just use another one and see how it's going to execute. So I'm expecting this to do what? Number is equals to 0. First of all, you can see that while the number is less than, you know that 0 is less than 3. So it's going to first of all print the 0. Then it's going to add 1 to the number, to that 0. Then it's going to go again to this condition. 1 no is still less than 3. It's still going to print that 1. It's going to go back and add 1 to, going to add plus 1, so that will be 2. The number is still less than 3, so it's going to still print 2. Then it's going to add 1, there's going to be 3. So once it adds that 3, the number is equals to 3, so it's going to print that number. It's going to go again. The number 3 plus 1, that's 4, but this condition here will be false. Do you understand? So that will make it like to stop the loop. Let me just show what I'm talking
So it
about.
will not print again once the condition is false. Once the
Yes,
condition is once the condition is false, it will now terminate.
yes, to terminate it. So yes, so let me show you an example of an infinite loop when it like continues. Let's say, for example, now it's going to be, let's use greater than. Okay, sorry. Now this is just going to continue because let me just go. Okay, no, it's not going to be greater than 3 as. Come, let me just see. Number is 1. Number is. Come in. Let's use 3 here. Let's say this one. See, this one is just going to continue. It's not going to stop. The reason is because once is why the number, it already met the condition equals to 3. So it's adding 1. So the number will become 4. So it's just adding, and all the numbers are now greater than 3. So that's why it's not going to stop unless like I stop it. Do you understand? So let me just put
Yes, yes, yes.
1 and change it back. So come in. Give me. Let me just kill this one here. So that's just how it's going to work. uh So that's just how that works. And let's go to the next one. So we have the past statement. Past statement in Python programming. The past statement is a null statement which can be used as a placeholder for future code. Suppose we have a loop or a function that is not implemented yet, or I want to implement it in the future. In such cases, you can use the past. What it's just basically saying is that, let's say you have like a function that you have not yet defined. Let's do dev. Let me do greet. So you don't have anything you want to put yet. So you just do pass. So it's not going to give you any error because you are going to come back again. Maybe you're writing like a lot of code. So you want to come back again and write that code, but you don't want to forget that okay, you have this particular function that you just put it there, you put pass, you say you come back and write the action. So it's not going to do anything. Yeah, so you can just like leaving like a blank space that okay in your notes that okay I'll come back and fill this space. Do you understand? So that's just how the pass statement works in Python. Yeah. So let's go to the next one. Yeah. Come
Sorry.
Um. Any? Do you have any question?
No, I'm fine with that. I'm just trying to see how we could go so that I show you what I did, the installation, and
Okay.
then
After the class.
that's
After
just
the
what I'm
class.
waiting for.
Is Rita back to the class?
Okay.
Okay. Let's just
No,
continue. A function is a block of code that performs a specific task. Suppose we need to create a program. It needs to make a circle and color it. We can create a function to solve this problem. To create a circle and the example I'm going to use to describe function. Function is like you don't want to. Okay, let's say for example, you have to have a robot that you want it to greet your mom and dad every morning. You don't want to tell that robot every morning to greet your mom and dad. So you already have it like defined action. Okay, oh, greet mom and dad programmed every morning inside your this thing. So you can just say greet, then to just know automatically you should greet the particular robot. So that's just how function works. That you don't have to always state the action and you just have to call it after you have already defined it before, especially in like a lengthy block of code that you are having. So let's say for example in this is def means like you're defining. This is the name of your function greet. So anytime you call this function greet, it's going to print what? Hello world. So that's just like the action of that function name.
hello
Do you
world.
understand? Yes. So it's going to print that hello world. Let's say for example, let me just copy.
Mm.
Okay, already even
So
testing.
anytime you want to print again, you don't need to because the function is already done. You don't
Yeah,
need to
you just
come
have
back
to
again.
call the function.
Just it will do it by itself.
Yeah. You can call.
You just have to call the function, but you don't need
Yes.
to repeat it again because
Yes, you don't need to like the defining again. Just call it. It will do whatever you want for it. So that's just how function works. Yes. So, another one too is like if you want it to greet like a specific name, this greet now, you can put this is like a variable, this name. Yes. This one, I mean, yes. Sorry, it's called a parameter. Yes. So it's called a parameter. Parameter is just like it's also like a variable like for a function. Do you understand? So if I say print hello then comma name, if I pass like this greet, if I'm calling the function and I pass this greet John, so the John is going to automatically be inside this name parameter. Yeah. So it's going to print what? Hello John. Or for example, yeah, it said greet
mm,
Naomi. So it's going to print what? Hello Naomi. It's always used when you want to also sum numbers. Let me just do another example. So let's say def something like this. Def add A and B. Yeah. I'm coming tab then yes. So you can just come back here. Results. Anyone. You can just put any. You can just put add. You can just call it. Then you just pass any two numbers to it. So it's just automatically going to print the sum for you. Let's see. In this case, coming on. Sorry, I put return instead of print.
When you put return, it means you're clicking return.
No, return is like if you want to add it to another, like use it. How that you want to use it in another code, like that result, so you can always like refer to that. Coming, I'll search for the meaning of return so that I can
Okay.
properly explain. It won't print it, but it will just like, okay, let me just return statements. For example, like I'm using a wrong word. Yeah. So like return statement is used within a function to send a value back to the part of code that called the function. It signifies the end of like the this. Okay, let's say I'm coming. Let me just use this example to it again. Okay, let's say we put return here. Let me just control that. Okay. Let's say we put print, oh sorry, results equals to this add. Yes. So let's say we now just print results. Let me just use that print. We didn't tell the function to print like the outcome. But how will it know that it's supposed to print it? That it's going to return like the particular
Hmm.
total. So I stored like that function inside the variable. So it should print results. Let's see what's going to give us. It's going to still give us 8. So if I didn't put like return like this, it's not going to do the result is not going to do anything here. Let me just use something else. Come on, print. Okay, see, now you can see, for example, I'm just printing. If I call add a and b, it's just printed adding 3 and 5. It didn't turn like that the result of a and b to what, to this like results,
Hmm.
if I don't put that return. So that's just how it works. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? That it is like executed like the code
No,
in
what
the value.
if you didn't put the return? What did you say will happen? Assuming you did not include the return A
Like it's
plus
not going
B,
to add it.
and
It's
now
not
say
going
print
to.
result.
It's not going
Oh,
to add it at all. Like it's not going to print the
okay.
sum
So
unless I put
the
it.
result,
Yes, it's only going to. It's not
unless
going
you
to
put
do
the
anything.
return.
Yes.
Okay,
So it now printed the results like 8. Return a plus b, so it's just printing like this. That's
okay,
you're returning the sum to like these variables results, so it can print it. So it's, if I
okay,
don't even
okay,
let me just try so that's not like okay. So if I do this, it's returning the a plus b, but it's today result, but it never said it should print like the a and b, so it's not going to print it, but it's already stored in this result. Do you understand?
if you did not add, when you said you add a, when you said return A plus B, it means you are
Yes.
adding it. It's giving you the
Yes.
sum of 3 and 8, right?
Yes. 3 and 5 here.
Uh-huh.
But it's not going to
Three
print
and
out
five,
the
sorry.
results. It's just going to store in this
It's
like
not going to
results here, in this variable called results.
because you didn't say print. Yes,
Yes, so it's
because
not
you
going
didn't
to print
add
it out.
print. Print.
Yes,
Okay.
so it's not going to print it
Okay.
out. So that's just
I
how it
understand.
is.
Okay.
Okay, so let's just move on then. So that's just it for like defining. I've shown an example of like using two, this thing, using that add, using two arguments It's like the argument, this 5 and 4. So this is that the two parameters num1 and num2. Yes. So this one will print the sum for of the two since you wrote print already. So yes. So the return statement return a value from the function using the return statement. Okay, this one is just defining your squares. Already like passed in, yeah, since you're calling the function and you've put 3. So once the result of like this function, this find square, which will be 9, is going to put it in this square, this variable name called square. So it already has the result as 9 already before you now told it to print the square, like the result of like the square, which is 9. So that's just how return works.
So what I want to come in here is that defined find square. The find square is actually the name of the function that we are defining.
Yes, it's the name
Okay.
of the function.
Now, at the end of the day, we have open and yes. So find under square is the name of the function we are defining. Okay. So
Yes,
now the norm is like the parameter of
yes,
of it, right? Now we
yes,
said result is the variable, and you now say result and norm
yes,
plus norm. Now that
yes.
norm is like number, right? Which is the two parameters will
Yes,
have to
it's
be
like a
added
container
together.
that you can pass a value to. Like you can store something inside.
So yeah.
So you
So
know when
like
you
a
are
value.
calling it,
So now you now said
when you put square
so
is equals
when
to find square, you are passing like 3 to this norm. Do you understand?
okay. So now yes. So now before we call the function, when we
Mm-hmm.
call the function, it is now the number we will now insert into find under square, which
Yes.
is like
If
we are
not,
calling it now.
it's not going
So
to
my
print
question I
any
want to
number.
ask is that assuming we said it's not going to print any number because we've not set result, right?
Yes, you have not said any number. So let me just do an example. Okay, let's not put any number. Let's see what's going to give us. See, it's telling you like you're meant to like pass something to like that norm for it to like print. See, so the error is coming from the line 45. So you're meant to like put a number or something for it to like pass. Do you understand? So that's just how, since you have already put num, so you always have to like pass something to it if you are calling the function. So that's just how that one works. Okay, yes. So Python already has like some inbuilt function that can be directly used in our program. You don't need to
Okay, so
create.
and that you're passing that thing to it.
Yes, yeah, like you have to pass a number to it since you have already put like a parameter for it already. Like if you didn't put any parameter, it's just going to execute, but it's not going to give you error. But let's
Give you
try.
error.
It's not going to give you error. Like that great one now, it did not have any like parameter. So this one is already even going to give you error because inside your function you cannot
Hmm.
like you have to like define everything you are using since it's like how would I explain it? Ah, God. Coming, coming. Like you have to define this num because the computer does not understand the meaning of this num. That is it a variable? Is it something? Like is it a string? Is it a distance?
That's
So
what
if
I
you
was
just
saying. Yes. So when you're calling it, you need to input some number to tell the
yes,
computer this is what you're looking for.
yes. So so that's just how that one works.
And one when you're going to put that number is when you're calling the function.
Yes, it's when you are calling. You can also yes, so that it will be easier. You can put it there. Sorry, when you are
Yeah.
calling the function, or you can already put it inside the function if you are
Yeah.
only using one number throughout like your whole code. No problem.
Okay.
Okay, let's just continue. Then okay, the inbuilt function, like now for example your math already has square root, so you don't have to like be defining like I be do a function that is finding the square root, since you already have like an inbuilt functions in Python. Most of like Python like why Python is versatile is because it has like multiple functions for you to use. I know that is already defined. Like see this one is already, you just have to call math dot square root then to find the square root automatically for you. This one is power to do 2 to the power of 3, then it's going to print like your answer for you. So that's just basically what it's telling you. That's okay, we don't need to create the function, we just need to call them. Yes.